Alright guys, time for our Friday lunchtime yoga session. Just waiting for a few more moments to let people wander in. I'd recommend definitely having a block or two or something to use as blocks, be it some books, Tupperware boxes, if you don't have actual yoga blocks. Hey Google, shuffle my playlist massage. So yes, I recommend having a block or two, maybe some sort of strap, be it actual yoga strap or a towel or a belt or a piece of rope. Just gonna give people a couple more moments to wander in. For those wandering in, again, we'll need a block or two, something used as a strap, be it an actual yoga strap, belt, rope, towel, whatever you have accessible to you. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Come to the back of your mat, spread your knees out nice and wide. Bring the tops of your feet down to the earth. Glue your big toes to touch. Melt your hips towards your heels. And then walk your hands forward, bring your forehead down to the mat. If for whatever reason your forehead doesn't reach the mat, you can grab your block, your books, your Tupperware, your box, and rest your forehead on the block. Just try to make sure your head has something to rest on. And start to settle into your space. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in and out. Start to bring your awareness through your body. Let your hands rest at shoulder width distance, fingers nice and wide. Descend your shoulders away from your ears. Bring your awareness to your hips. If your hips are feeling a little tighter, maybe bring your knees a little closer together. If your hips are feeling more open, maybe spread your knees a little wider. Feel free to leave this as a passive stretch where you just rest here. This is our resting posture, so if you are ever needing to take a break in class, feel free to come back here. For a more active stretch, feel free to press your hands into the earth to send your hips further back and down towards your hip bones. Something else you can do is you can bring the palms of your hands together like you're bringing it to a prayer position above your head. Then bend your elbows, bring your thumbs between your shoulder blades to stretch your triceps. Inhale, let your belly expand down towards the earth. And exhale, let your belly retract up towards your spine. One more breath in and out. Release your hands. We took the tricep stretch. Inhale, rise up to tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Turn your gaze down between your hands. Inhale, cow pose. Turn the belly down. Turn your gaze up towards the sky. Arch your tail up. And exhale, cat pose. Arch your back up towards the sky. Really tuck your tailbone underneath you. Bring your nose towards your belly button. Inhale, cow. Drop the belly down. Turn your gaze up. And exhale, cat. Arch your back up towards the sky. Float the 3 more rounds of cat and cow on your own. Finish out your 3rd round. Come back to neutral, tabletop. Let's wake up the forearms and wrists. Rotate your fingers to the left and right. So your left fingers point to the left, right fingers point to the right. Rotate the eye of your elbow towards one another. And gently start to rock left and right. Feel a stretch in the front of your in the front of your forearms rather. Back to center. Rotate your fingers back towards your knees. If you're only able to get your fingers back about 45 degrees each side, pick a side. So we'll start with the left. Bring your left elbow towards your left fingertips. Come back to center. Right elbow towards your right fingertips. Come back to center. Left to left. Center. Right to right. Center. For those who can, get your fingers pointed all the way back towards your knees. Option 2, just rock back and forward, back and forward. Option also for a little more to take semicircles where you drift to the left. Semicircle back to your knees. Come to the right, back to center, switch sides. Go to the right, back to your knees, to your left. Center, so if the heels of your palms lift up a little bit. Left, circle back, right, center, right, circle back, left, center. Bring your hands back to neutral, fingers facing forward. Walk your hands closer to your knees so most of your weight is in your lower body. Bring the backs of your hands down to the ground. Create fists with your hands. Bring the ring side of your knuckles together. Maintain the fists here. Inhale with your elbows nice and bent. Exhale. Start to straighten the arms. Keep the fists together. Back of your hands down. Feel a stretch in the back of your forearms. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, extend. Make sure to only go to the point of stretch, not to the point of pain. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Make your way back to a tabletop. Something a little different here. Reach your left hand forward. Reach your right foot back. So your left arm and right leg are parallel with the ground. Your thumb facing up. Flex your toes towards your face. Inhale your thumb and heel up a little higher. Feel free to stay here. Also, feel free to join me for some core activation. Inhale, reach up a little higher. Exhale, elbow to knee. Arch the back, bring your nose towards your belly button. Inhale, reach long and up. Exhale, crunch. We're going to do 3 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Last one, inhale, up. And exhale, crunch. Bring your hand and knee back down. Reach your right hand forward. Reach your left leg back. Again, arm and leg parallel with the earth. Thumb facing up. Flex your toes towards your face. Engage the glute to lift your heel up a little higher. Engage your shoulder, lift your arm a little higher. Option to stay here. Option also to inhale. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Arch your back up. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Bring your hand and knee back down. Tuck your toes underneath you. Lift your knees up just an inch off the ground. Hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Shift your hips up and back. Start to walk in place. Bend your right knee and straighten your left. Let your left heel come as far down as is comfortable. And then switch. Bend the left knee, extend the right leg. Bring your right heel down. And just alternate. Letting your calves and hamstrings wake up. Okay. Come to your static down dog. Send your heels down towards the ground. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Increase the distance between your ears and your shoulders. Send your chest towards your thighs. We're going for kind of an upside down V shape here with the body. If you have a decent curve in your spine from hamstring tension, bend your knees to remove some stretch from your hamstrings to send your chest even deeper towards your thighs. Find the variation that's comfortable for you. This is our home base. We will be in down dog many times throughout class. From here, inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Feet remain hip or shoulder width distance. Generous bend your knees so your low belly can rest on your thighs. Make sure to have your strap available. Option to just hang your head and arms heavy here. Option to create a box shape with your arms. So grab your right elbow with your left hand, left elbow with your right hand. And just sway your torso left and right till you feel, go to the side until you feel a good stretch in the low back, and then switch sides. If you want to do a little shoulder opening, grab your strap, your belt, your towel, your rope. Bring your hands behind your back. Go ahead and just keep your hands about shoulder width distance here. And just send your hands up over your head so you feel a good stretch in the front of your shoulder, in your anterior deltoid area. Take a nice deep breath in and out. One more inhale and out. Bring your strap, towel, belt, whatever back down to the ground. Hands back down. Bend the knees a little bit more. Slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Let your head come up last. Take a couple shoulder rolls, going one direction, and then the other direction. Draw your hands together in front of your heart. Close your eyes, Samasthiti, staying at attention. For today's class, I just offer up the intention of being present. Being present in your space, on your mat, in your body, in this moment. Remember to do a posture, if it's a stretch, only to the point of stretch, not to the point of pain. And paying attention to your body, trying to give it what it needs. If it needs more time in a certain stretch, feel free to hold it and join us back for the regular flow on your own later. You need to not hold the stretch as long. Feel free to come back to child's pose or some other posture that's more comfortable in your body. To help seal this intention, exhale all your stale air. Inhale through your nose, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Drop your hands to your sides. Slowly open your eyes. Toe heel your feet together. Big toes to touch, tiny sliver of space in your heels. If you're feeling too wobbly here, you can keep your feet at hip width distance. Otherwise, feet together. Inhale, mountain pose, with your arms up to the sky. Engage your quads to lift them up off your kneecaps. Tuck the tailbone slightly. Pull your lower ribs in and down towards your hip bones. Draw your shoulder blades together and down your back. Inhale. Exhale, take a gentle back bend here. Lift your heart up towards the sky. Option, bring your elbows out to 90-degree bends for cactus arms. Tuck the tailbone to protect your low back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rise back up. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, press your palms into either your shins or your thighs. Avoid the knees to protect your knees. Find a nice flat back, parallel with the ground. Again, just like down dog, if you are having the back curved a bit, bend your knees till you're able to find a nice flat back. Inhale, with your gaze down to about 6 inches in front of the top of your mat, lengthen your neck. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to the top of a push-up. Inhale, shift forward onto your tip toes so your shoulders are about above your fingertips. Exhale, lower all the way down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untuck your toes, zip up your legs like one long limb. Press your toes into the ground, little to no weight in your hands. Use your low back to lift your chest up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up. And exhale, downward facing dog. That is our son A. If you use chaturanga in your practice already, feel free to incorporate that into this class instead of the baby cobra. We're going to flow through son A 2 more times, moving one breath to one movement. Inhale, look forward. Just your eyes and head. Leave your hips up and back. And then exhale, walk, hop, jump, float to the top of your mat till your feet are at the top of your mat, either feet together or hip width distance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, punch your palms, step back, lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra, lift up, lift your knees up off the ground. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down dog. One more time through, inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up to the sky, mountain pose. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, put your palms, step back. Lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down dog. That was our son A. Now moving on to son B. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Parallel your back with the ground, gaze is down. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, sink your hips back and down. Inhale, chair pose. Bring your biceps up by your ears. So from the hips up, your upper body is basically a mountain pose, just tilted forward. So you still want to bring the low ribs in and down. Biceps away from your ears. It's going to be biceps by your ears, shoulders away from your ears. Your legs, your weight is in your heels, so your toes should be able to lightly float up. Squeeze your thighs together. Sink your hips back and down as much as is comfortable. Inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back. Lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog on the right. Bring your right leg up and back. Lift your left heel up down. Tilt your right hip down so your hips are parallel to the ground. Flex your right toes toward your face. Inhale your heel up 1 inch higher. Exhale, low lunge. Option to really crunch your knee towards your chest as you come forward to the low lunge. If your foot stops about halfway, that's okay. Just grab your foot, assist it forward. So your hand is, both your hands frame your front foot. I know I'm going to be facing away from you guys in this first round, but we'll get through it. Angle the back foot down so your back foot is parallel to the back of your mat. Inhale, warrior 2, stack your shoulders over your hips. Reach your arms forward and back. Your front knee should stack above the front ankle. Tuck the tailbone. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and down your back. Gaze is over your front fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, extend side angle. Option to bring the forearm to your thigh as you reach your left arm up to the sky. You can also reach your right hand for the ground on the inside of your right thigh. Either version, you can press into the right thigh to help send your heart up towards the sky. Inhale, reverse warrior, float your right hand up and back. Left hand gently can either rest on your left thigh or bend at the elbow and wrap it around your low back for a half bind. Descend your right shoulder away from your ear. Face your palm towards the back wall. Inhale, your gaze up high. Exhale, cartwheel down. Frame your right foot. Step back to high plank. Option to either set the right foot down or keep it lifted as you lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, down dog kick on the left, three-legged dog on the left rather. Melt your right heel down, flex your toes towards your face. Square your hips towards the floor. Inhale your heel up 1 inch higher. Exhale, low lunge. Option again to crunch the knee up towards your chest. Set the foot down. And again, if you need to assist it forward, just grab your ankle and pull it forward. Spiral the back heel down. Blossom open to the right side, warrior 2. Let your left knee track toward your left pinky toe. Square your hips and shoulders to the right side of your mat. Lower ribs in and down as you reach your arms away from each other actively. Inhale. Exhale, option to bring the forearm to the thigh as you reach your right hand high, turn the gaze up. Option also to reach your left hand for the ground. Try to do the same variation that you did on the other side. Feel a slight stretch in the right side to send your shoulders away from your ears. Keep your front knee over your front ankle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Draw your left arm up and back, facing the back wall. Depending which version you took on the other side, you can rest your right hand on your right thigh or take the half bind. Inhale here, feel a stretch in your left side rather than your torso, or than your abdomen and chest. Exhale, cartwheel down. Inhale, high plank. Again, option to keep the foot lifted or set it down. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes. Inhale, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. That's our Sun B. We're going to flow through it 2 more times, moving 1 breath, 1 movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, hips back and down. Reach your hands up for the sky, biceps pull up by your ears. Squeeze your thighs together as you sink your hips 1 inch deeper. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, baby cobra, planche your palms, step back, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. On the press up, you can always take tabletop if high plank isn't comfortable for you right here, right now. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, the lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Spiral your back heel down. Drag your right hand forward, drag your left hand back. Exhale, extend to that angle. Tick-tock your arms towards 6 and 12 on a clock. Inhale, reverse warrior. Again, option for the half bind. And exhale, cartwheel down, step back, baby cobra. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extend to that angle, tick-tock forward and down. Inhale, reverse warrior. Descend your left shoulder, awaken your ear. Exhale, cartwheel down, step back, lower down, baby cobra. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down dog. One more time through. Inhale, look forward. Again, option to walk, hop, jump, or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, chair pose. Try to see if you can sink your hips back and down a little bit further this time. Really squeeze your hands together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, punch your palms, step back, lower down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. With each baby cobra, make your way back to down dog. See if you can lift your chest up a little bit higher. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel down. Step back and lower all the way down. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down dog. Last side. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extend the side angle. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, cartwheel down, step back. Lower all the way down. Inhale, highest baby cobra yet. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down dog. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant your knees, have a seat. If you need water, feel free to grab a sip of water. If you need a towel off, grab a towel off. I would definitely recommend having some blocks at the top of your mat. Blocks, books, Tupperware boxes, whatever you have accessible. All right, let's be back in downward facing dog. And something to note, I don't think I brought it up in today's class, the distance between your hands and feet in down dog is the exact same as it is in high plank. So if you were to take the top of a push-up, all you have to do to get to down dog and find the proper spacing between your hands and feet is to just shift your hips up and back. That's all, you don't have to adjust your hands and feet. Let's reconnect with the breath. Exhale. Inhale through your nose, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. One more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog, bring your right leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Everyone, drop your back knee down. Bring your shoulders up over your hips. Interlace your hands and set them on top of your front thigh. Make sure to bring your right hip back, left hip forward, to square your hips to the top of your mat. And just start to shift your hips forward and down on the exhale. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Come back up, grab your blocks. If you have actual blocks, good thing to know about block kind of dimensions, you have a small, a medium, and a large side. So we're going to start in the large position. If you have Tupperware blocks, books, or boxes, try to have that kind of as high as you can to start with. With the right hip forward, left hip back, square your hips forward, extend your right leg. Flex your right toes towards your face. As you inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, bring your belly closer to your thighs, with the back straight, legs straight. Now, you might only be like here. Might not even be that, and that's okay. Wherever you are in your body in this moment, hinge forward until you feel a good stretch in the back of your leg and your hamstring area. A little bit of an anatomical lesson here. Your hamstrings, you have two main groups of hamstrings. You have the outer ones, the ones closer to the outside of the body. Those are your lateral hamstrings. And then you have the ones on the inside of the leg, closer to the midline of the body. Those are your medial hamstrings. Typically, not always, but typically, when your leg is perpendicular to your hips, you're stretching the lateral hamstring. When your legs are further apart than your hips, you're stretching the medial hamstring. So it's good to do both. As you inhale, lengthen your heart towards your toes. As you exhale, hinge a little bit deeper. Just 2 more breaths. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Come back up. Rebend your right leg, set the blocks aside. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Option to stay down on your back knee. Option also to lift your back knee up. Whichever variation you're in, exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, tilt your torso forward. Exhale, hook your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh for a revolve crescent lunge. Even if you came up for the high crescent, you can feel free to drop the back knee down if you want to focus on the twist rather than the balance. If this elbow to leg connection is not accessible to you, instead, bring your arms out to a T and just rotate towards the right. You can both knee down or knee up, whichever variation. You can then bring your left hand on the outside of your right thigh to help increase the twist. For those in revolve crescent, either knee up or knee down, press your elbow into your thigh and twist your heart up to try to meet your thumbs. You can also press your top hand, your right hand, down into your left to help increase the twist. Whatever variation you're in, relax your shoulders away from your ears. Your gaze can either be down, to the right, or up towards the sky, depending on what's comfortable in your neck. One more inhale. And exhale, release. Bring your hands onto the inside of the right foot. For runner's lunge, walk your right foot out to the right edge of your mat and up a little bit so your ankle is in front of your knee with your hips sinking forward and down. You can stay here on your palms. I believe I did this Wednesday as well. You can also option to come down to your forearms, either to the ground. If that's not accessible, you can bring it to your block, your Tupperware, your books, whatever height is best for you. There's something a little more. Option to ground down into your left palm, to reach your right hand back, grab your left foot. If you can't make this connection, you can always grab your strap, your block, or your towel, your belt, loop it around your ankle or your foot and pull your heel towards your glute. Run for a quad stretch here. With the hips forward and down, you're not only stretching the 3 main quad muscles that are a one joint muscle, you're also stretching the 4th one, your rectus femoris, which connects the knee to the hip. It's a 2 joint muscle. So you need to have the knee down either in line with your other knee when you're doing a standing quad stretch or further back. So the hip needs to be an extension to really stretch that muscle. One more breath in and out. If you took the quad stretch, release your foot. Bring both hands back down to the ground. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Draw your right foot back to meet your left. So you're in a high plank. We're going to go into a side plank. First I'm going to show the modified version. So you would drop the left knee. Come to the inside edge of your right foot. Rotate your left leg so your foot is now 90 degrees clockwise from where it was. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Again, your gaze is going to be down, to the side, or up, depending on what's comfortable in your neck. Option to stay here in this modified side plank. Option also to straighten the left leg. You can either step it in front of or behind your right foot, or you can kind of do a shuffle to bring your right foot on top of your left. Whichever variation you're in, engage your core, lift your hips up towards the sky. Inhale. And exhale, pinch your right palm. Lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, lower. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath in. And out. Inhale, down dog take on the left. Lift your left leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Drop your right knee down. So, I had everyone interlace your hands on the other side. This time, take the opposite interlace. So instead of having, say, your right index on top of your left, switch it. So now your left is on top of your right. This will feel a little different, a little weird, but brings more balance to the body. Bring your hands on top of your thigh. Start to shift forward on the exhale. Inhale, rise back up. Remember to move through the breath, with the breath at your pace. One more. All right. Grab your blocks, your books, your Tupperware, your boxes. Draw the left hip back, right hip forward. Extend the left leg, flex your left toes towards your face. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, straighten the spine. As you exhale, hinge at your hips, fold down towards your thigh. Again, it's okay if you're still up really high. That's still a half split, you're still stretching the hamstring. For other people, hinge forward, try to bring your belly closer to your thighs with a flat back. If you're using yoga blocks, feel free to adjust the height or your Tupperware. As you lower, you can adjust the height even further. If you can, option to reach, set your box, books, whatever, off to the side, bring your fingertips or hands to the ground. Whatever's comfortable in your body. One more breath in and out. Rebend the left leg, sink the hips forward and down. Inhale, either kneeling crescent or option to tuck the back toes, up the back knee for a high crescent. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, tilt forward. Exhale, revolves, crescent lunge. Hook your right elbow on the outside of your left thigh. Again, option to leave your left knee up, your right knee up, or drop the back knee down. Again, if this elbow to thigh connection isn't comfortable in your body, isn't viable, bring your arms out to a T and rotate towards the left. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh and press into that thigh to help increase the twist. For those in revolve crescent lunge, as you inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, try to bring your heart closer to your thumbs. Again, option for gaze is down to the side or up, depending on your neck. Inhale and exhale. One last inhale and exhale. Runner's lunge. Put your palms on the inside of your left foot. Walk your left foot out and up so that your ankle is in front of your knee. Again, option to stay here in your palms, come down to your forearms. Option also for that quad stretch, either with the strap, towel, belt, rope, or without. Reach the left hand back, grab your right foot rather, and pull the heel towards your glute. Couple more breaths here. One second. Sorry about that. Release your foot if you took the quad stretch. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Draw your left foot back to meet your right. High plank. From here, drop the right knee down. Rotate to the inside of your left foot. Rotate your right leg so your foot is now 90 degrees counterclockwise from where it was. Reach your left arm up to the sky for a modified side plank. Option stay here. Option also to straighten the right leg. Either foot in front of the other or stack your feet. Whatever variation you're in, inhale your hips up 1 inch higher. And then exhale, plant your left palm. Go all the way down. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, mountain. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to start a little bit of balancing work in tree pose. So whatever is in front of you, find one point that is not moving. This could be a light switch, this could be a hinge on a door, it could be a spot on the wall, it doesn't matter. Something that doesn't move. Bring your gaze to that point. Don't let it leave that point while you're in the posture. So bring your weight to your left foot. Come up into the ball of your right foot. Rotate your right knee out to the right as much as is comfortable. Rest your right heel against your thigh. This is still tree pose. Feel free to stay here for a little bit more. Slide your foot up to the inside of your left calf. Make sure to focus on your drishti, your focal point. For a little bit more still, option to bring your foot up to your inner thigh. If you need to use your hand to assist it up, please feel free. And then bring your hands back to heart center. Remember to breathe. Remember to relax your shoulders away from your ears. Option to also grow your branches. To take an arm variation of your choice. What does your body call for? It could be to reach up, it could be to reach out, it could be to take your hands in prayer position behind the back. What does your body call for? And that could just be to stay with your hands at heart center. 2 more breaths. If you grew your branches or took an arm variation, bring your hands back to heart center. Draw your right knee forward to the space in front of you and then set your right foot down. Now shift your weight into your right foot. Come up in the ball of your left foot. Rotate your left knee out and rest your left heel against your right calf or right ankle. Feel free to stay here. If you want more, slide your foot up to your calf. If you want more still, slide your foot up to your inner thigh. Again, if you need to assist it up with your hand, totally fine. Bring your gaze back to your focal point, your drishti. If you grew your branches on the other side, I challenge you to take a different arm variation than you did on the other side. One more breath in and out. Draw your hands back to heart center. Rotate your leg to bring your left knee back forward and slowly bring the left foot back down. Bring your right hand down to your side. Face your hand forward. Thumb faces to your right. Rotate it further so your thumb now faces back towards the space behind you. Bend your right knee, bring your foot up to your right hand. So your palm and the eye of your elbow faces the same direction. Thumb to big toe connection here. Reach the left hand up to the sky for dancer's pose. This is still dancers. Feel free to stay here. For a little bit more, start to kick your right foot into your hand and tilt your torso forward. Again, bring your gaze to your drishti. Drop your right hip down in line with your left. So your hips still stay square to the space in front of you on the floor. As you kick, let your foot drift up to the sky as you tilt forward. One more breath in and out. Inhale, slowly come back up if you tilted. Set the right foot back down, shake the side out. As one of my favorite instructors used to call this, calls it Muppet Asana. Just a little Muppet dance. Alright, bring your weight to your left leg. Start with the palm forward, rotate the thumb back, bend your left knee, bring your left big toe to your left thumb, grab your foot. Inhale the right hand up to the sky. Again, this is still dancer's pose. You can feel free to stay here. If you want a little more, kick your foot into your hand, start to tilt forward. Keeping the hips square to the ground. Let your foot drift up as you tilt, as you kick. The harder you kick, the further you can tilt. One more breath in and out. Inhale slowly, come back up. Release the foot and Muppet dance. Shake that out. Alright, come back, feet together or hip width distance. Inhale, sweep up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. You can either take the baby cobra or skip it all together, up to you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, warrior two. Sorry, exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral open. Exhale, settle. Straighten your right leg. So now you're standing in kind of a tall triangular stance. So your back leg is still parallel to the back of your mat. Front toes point directly forward. Hips square to the space to your side. We're going to bump your hips towards the back of the space. Reach your arms forward, as far forward as you can. Reach, 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 until you can't reach any further. Keep your torso exactly where it is. Just tick-tock your arms to the sky and to the earth. Your bottom hand can either rest on your thigh, little to no weight in your hand. Press it onto the inner part of the thigh. Or, if you absolutely need to, you can also grab a block and rest your hand on the block. Whatever's successful in you and your body. If your arm is on the inside of the thigh, option to press your arm into your thigh to help angle your heart up towards the sky a little bit. Turn your gaze up past your left thumb and fingers. One more inhale, feel the stretch in your medial right hamstring. Exhale a little bit deeper. Inhale, rise back up. Parallel your toes with your feet with one another. Arms still to a T. Option to rotate your feet in a little bit so your big toes are angled in towards one another. Inhale, puff up your chest. And then exhale, standing wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padmanasana. Grab what's accessible, your calves, your ankles, your feet. Use your biceps to gently pull yourself a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold a little bit more. A lot of us have a lot of tension in the outer part, the lateral part of our calf muscles. If that is true for you, bring your hands or fingertips down to the ground and under your face. Lift your heels up off the earth. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the heels sink back down. Exhale, hinge forward. This contract relax motion should help loosen the calves up a little bit more. One more breath in and out. Bring your hands back underneath your face. Inhale, halfway lift in this wide-legged forward fold, so come up onto your fingertips. And then bend the right knee, walk your hands to the top of your mat, come to low lunge. Inhale, high plank, option to keep the right foot lifted. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog on the left. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the leg, the left leg. Bump your hips to the back of the room. Inhale, reach forward. Reach, 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 reach. And then exhale, triangle pose. Tick-tock your arms to 6 and 12 on a clock. Again, you can gently rest your hand on your thigh or your shin, avoid your knee, or bring your arm into the inside of the front leg, or to a block. Show here on the block so you can really see that. So you can place your hand on the block, either fingertips or palm, whatever variation is comfortable in your body. If you can, try to keep the back fairly straight, in a nice straight line, core engaged. Keep your gaze up past your fingertips if that's comfortable on your neck. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, rise back up. Rotate the feet to face each other once more. Inhale, puff up your chest. And exhale, hinge forward. If you took the contract relax on the other side, I recommend doing it again on this side. Come up under your palms or fingertips. Inhale, lift the heels up. Hold the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the heels down, hinge forward. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come up under your fingertips. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. And then make your way back to down facing dog. I apologize, I need to check one thing. Okay. From down dog, inhale, look forward. Exhale, come down to your knees, have a seat. Extend your legs out long in front of you. Inhale, your arms up high. Actually, no, grab your strap, belt, towel, whatever. Strap. Loop it over the ends of the bottom of your feet. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, hinge forward. Keep the back nice and flat. As you hinge at the hips, bring your belly closer to your thighs. Now, if you can reach your feet, that's awesome. And if you're still up here, that's awesome. You're still in a seated forward fold. You're still stretching the hamstrings. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, hinge a little bit deeper. That's true for both those reaching your feet or holding onto the strap. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. Last inhale. Last exhale. Inhale, slowly come up and down to your back. Bend your knees, bring your heels on the ground, close to your glutes. You should be able to lightly graze your heels with your fingertips. Knees and feet are hip-width distance. Inhale, bridge pose with your hips up towards the sky. Option to stay here. Option also to shuffle your shoulders underneath you, to interlace your hands underneath you, to press your arms into the earth and help lift your hips up a little bit higher, like bumping a volleyball behind you. That's the motion you're doing with your arms. One more breath in and out. Inhale your heels up. Release your arms if you took the bind. And then exhale, slowly lower down, one vertebra at a time. The lifted heel helps make sure that your pelvis comes down last. Once your pelvis meets the floor, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Grab your left hamstring with both hands. Pull your left knee toward your chest. And if your knee is still pretty much above your hip, that's totally fine. For those who can get your knee fairly close to your chest, opt to bring your hands to your shin. Whatever variation you are in, flex your right toes towards your right knee to help protect your right knee. Couple breaths here. One more breath in and out. Switch your legs. Bring your right foot down to the ground, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Grab your right hamstring this time, pull your right knee towards your chest. Again, if your knee is pretty much above your hip, that's totally fine. If you can get your knee closer to your chest, feel free to bring your hands from your hamstring to your shin. Flex the left knee, toes towards your left knee. Gently pull your right knee towards your chest. One more breath in and out. Bring both feet back down. Bring your arms out to a T on the ground. Float your knees up above your hips. Parallel your shins to the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Bring both your knees to the left. Try to stack your right hip on top of your left. You need to adjust your hip closer to the center of your mat. That's totally fine. Try to keep both shoulder blades glued to the ground. Option to rotate your head towards your right fingertips. Feel free to stay here. Option also to reach your left foot by straightening your left leg to the top of your mat. If you straighten the bottom leg, option to take your left hand to bring it to the outside of your right thigh. Avoid your knee to help protect your knee. And let the gravity of your hand resting on your thigh help increase the twist. One more breath in and out. Slowly pull both knees back into your chest. Float them above your knees, above your hips rather. Arms out to a T. Let your knees drop to the right. Stack your left hip on top of your right. Again, if you need to adjust your hip closer to the center of your mat, that's totally fine. Feel free to stay here. Maybe rotate your head to look past your left fingers. Option also, if you do a little more, to straighten your right leg and reach your foot to the top of the mat. Option also, if you took it on the other side, to rest your right hand now on top of your left thigh. Again, avoid the knee. Don't really press down so much, just let your hand rest here to let the weight of your hand help increase the twist. Let the gravity do all the work. One more breath in and out. Slowly come back. Hug your knees into your chest. Wrap your forearms around your shins, forehead up towards your knees. Inhale, squeeze everything nice and tight. And then exhale, final Shavasana, corpse pose. Let your legs come down, feet splay wide, arms rest at your sides. You can either have your palms facing up to receive a little energy from the universe, or face them down a little bit. Face them down to the ground a little bit. Maybe bring your shoulder blades slightly closer together, create a shelf for your heart to rest on. Just close your eyes and rest here. You've worked hard for these past 60 minutes. Take these next few moments to rest. You burned it. Feel free to stay here as long as you like. Feel free also, if you need to move on with your day, to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, roll out your ankles, roll out your wrists, draw your right ear to the mat, and then your left. Take a nice long afternoon stretch with your fingers to the space behind you, toes to the space in front of you. Stretch everything out nice and long. Float your knees up over your hips and then roll onto your right side for fetal position. Use your bottom bicep like a pillow. Let Shavasana end this particular chapter of your day while you let fetal pose start the next one. Use your hands to press yourself up to a seat facing the top of your mat. Just whatever comfortable seat is good for you. Draw your hands together in front of your heart and close your eyes. Yoga was designed to bring you to the experience of the present moment where you are infinite, eternal, and whole. Inhale your thumbs up to your third eye center, the point between your eyebrows, connecting your heart to your mind. Inhale. And then exhale, bow forward. Namaste. Alright guys, thank you for joining me in today's class. If you have any questions, feedback, feel free to either reach out to me directly or put a comment on this video. Let me know what you guys think of these classes. I'm going to do these again next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon, Central Time. If you can spare a little bit, I'm going to put my Venmo down in the comments below. It's a $10 suggested donation. If you can spare a little bit, that's awesome. Whether it's 10, a little less, a little more, up to you. No pressure whatsoever. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day and have a good weekend. Stay safe. Namaste.